Okay, I think we don't need to wait much again. So let's just start. Good evening, everyone. I hope that you are doing well, and then hopefully that you are still alive in our current difficult situation. And I hope that you are doing well as your families and your friends, maybe your workouts and everything that you love, everyone that you loves is also doing fine, not being trapped into all these issues that have been happening recently. And I also hope that you've had a very good time since last time, and also you have a wonderful days. So welcome, and today we're just going to start the discussion. So I don't know if you have a few words to say before we start. Bubakar, Ahmed, Numuri Jakite, hello. I'm doing great. Good evening. Welcome. Have I missed anything? Okay. All right. Oh, okay. We'll just get things started with the discussion. So I greet everyone, and I about to ask you about your day. How was your day, everyone? We start with you, Numuri. Yes. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. That's great. That's great. Thank you for joining. It's, I don't know if you would like to present yourself, or is this your first time to the discussion, or okay, okay. So I don't know. Do you know anyone here around? I don't know. Maybe you don't know no one, right? Okay, okay. So I think it will be better to present yourself. But anyway, we will take the tour to, to ask other guy about their days, and then you present yourself, and other guys also are going to present themselves, and we'll start the discussion. All right. All right. Oh, wonderful. That's great. Wonderful. All right. So mean that we know each other, right? Does this mean that we know each other, right? Ah, that's sad because I don't remember any name like Ahmed no rejected. When did we meet for the first time? I forget about when we meet, but anyway, I think we will maybe tomorrow we will see each other because I also work at Huawei. Yes. So, okay. Yeah. You remember me, right? Okay, okay, wonderful. That's great. That's great. You know Bubakar? Bubakar Habibou Jallo. Nope. Okay. Okay. He also is an intern at Huawei also. Like yes, yes. Since a long time, I think more than 1 years. How about you? So since when did you join? 3 months ago. Okay, okay. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. All right. So very quickly, my name is Musa. So people sometimes they call me lead, but it doesn't matter. My name is Musa Koulibaly. I'm currently also an intern at Huawei, working in big data. So previously, I was a student at in the ABT, studying electrical engineering. Now I do more about cloud computing, data analytic, and machine learning or artificial intelligence. So sometimes also blockchain. So I do a little bit of too much things sometimes. So, and I'm very passionate about technology as well as English. So that's why we are here tonight. And each Thursday night we organize this discussion to come and share uh, on multiple topics, on technologies, on news, on I don't know, lifestyle, on money, on success, but in English. And the goal is just to create a space where people get the chance to practice their English and also make friends with each other as well as share knowledge and experiences with other peers. So that's basically the goal of this discussion. Yes, so there is really no rules. It's open to everyone, and there is no restriction. Just follow the good and I don't know the best practices in terms of dealing with friends or with other people. So that's the only rule. We are very glad that you joined, and I'm also very happy that you also like is at Huawei. Maybe this will be an opportunity for us to know each other physically. All right, all right. Okay, okay. Bubakar, Maya, I don't know. Other guys, would you like to present yourself quickly? I don't know. Numeri is a new guys. He joined us today, so I asked him to present himself. You have a mouthful, right? Yeah. What are you eating? Okay. Yes. That's a big problem, especially in hard time. It's a big issue. I don't like that. Uh, yes, yes. Mohammed Sangare. Hello. Hello. All right. It's wonderful. Sure. Yes, I should know you sang, right? It's sang, right? Mohammed Sangare. Oh, it's been a really, really long time. I don't even recognize your voice again because you're also speaking English, right? That's wonderful. Very happy to have you here. Okay, you're right. That's wonderful. Entity. All right, that's great. That is super. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, thank you so much for joining us, and I'm really, really glad to see you and hear from you. Okay, Bubakar, you have a few minutes. I don't know, Ahmed even is left the meeting, but probably I don't know if it's necessary again. But okay, so we will move quickly. I don't know, we don't have much. We've lost. Yes, Diallo. Oh, so you just left the site? Okay, okay, take your time, take your time. Okay. So very quickly, I think we're going to start. So today, I mean, the title of today's topic is a little bit, I don't know, sad. Normally, I don't like sad things. Okay, I don't like bad moods, negative stuff, or things that keep telling us that everything is going to break or things are going to get bad, right? But anytime, anyway, sometimes you have to face reality. Sometimes you have to come back, sit down, and say, okay, things are getting really, really hard now, or very, very complex, and think about I don't know solution or finding a better alternative to go around them without having a lot of I don't know, a lot of issue. Like you said, didn't quite hear what you said. Very excited today. Ah, yes. Ah, so you're excited by the topic. Okay. Anyway, I'm not. Me personally, I'm not super excited about it because it doesn't bring more energy in me because it's negative. But I'm going to try to do my best to not make it negative, right? So as I don't know, everyone know that anyone who currently live on Earth, I mean, not just Mali, on Earth today know that the world is really getting hot. Okay, things are getting complicated. Wars everywhere, tension everywhere, political stuff everywhere, geopolitical tensions, wars. The price also are moving up, and also I don't know, technology is also shifting. The AIs are getting more and more performant, and they are getting much more mature. So they are also, I don't know, picking all the low hanging fruit, meaning that they're taking, I don't know, like all the basic entry level job that used to be for college graduates coming from, I don't know, computer science or accounting or finance or those basic stuff. So AI is also working on that. I don't know, plus the geopolitical tension, plus everything else. So now things, even worldwide, not just Mali, the world is really hot now. And if you happen to live in Mali, you know that you know that it's much hotter. Not just hot, but very hot, right? Because like plus our I don't know, since 2023, I guess the electricity crisis added to like widespread insecurity everywhere. Plus I don't know the I mean the at the end of 2025 we had, I don't know, fuel crisis, right? Oil and gas crisis. And 2026, here we are. It's not getting easier, and now we have widespread insecurity everywhere. Even in the center of Bamako, people no longer feel safe, right? So, like, if you take all these consideration into account and all the recent events that took place recently, that really shake many people and I don't know, break trust and I don't know, bring fear to everyone's family, everyone's minds, and everywhere. So fear is not scarce in Bamako, especially if you live here. You know that people are afraid to death, right? So, so that is what we're going to talk about today. Not particularly in I don't know, like for the recent event, but when things get hard, how should we change our habit? How should we deal with it? And how what are the best practices to deal with a difficult time. So that will be the topic of the discussion today. So welcome everyone, and I don't know. Usually, if we have the discussion, I used to have some standard question that help us to guide the discussion, but the discussion is really open sharing, right? Everyone is free to share his idea, no restriction on anyone's, and you can also bring up your own question. And the second point is today I didn't wanted to bring question, but I just we've had this kind of topic before, so I just took it from there. But today we're going to do open talk and share your experience, and then from there we will also I don't know discuss and add additional comment or advices. So we don't necessarily need to follow this question, all right? So that is going to be I don't know the schedule for today. Are we good? Okay, perfect. So before I go too much into the question, so I will start to ask the most general question. What's what is or what are your I don't know your sentiments or your feelings about the recent activities, recent events that took place in Bamako? What were your feelings? I mean, recently from 25 April up to now. How do you feel? Can you hear me, guys? Yes. Okay. The question is, what is or what are your feelings about the recent events that took place from 2025, from 25 April up to now? Personal, your feelings, right? Or if you want to share a story about it, yes, yes, you can. You have a beautiful voice tonight, but this is great. It seems like yes. Uh, you're still scared. Okay, okay. Rest assured. Oh, really? That's really not good. Okay. Okay. So is it all? Okay, okay. Mhm. Mhm. Oh, okay. Oh yes. Me, I hear. Oh. I think it was because of your location. Maybe you were up to, I don't know, Calabar, not Calabar, Croix, something. Me, it happened when I was at Medina Croix, so the noise was really, really loud. It's even like shake the house inside which I was in. So that it was really, really serious. I said, okay, this is really the first time we had something like this. It's really crazy. And later I hear the news. I said, okay, so that was really bad. Okay, I don't know. Everyone is free to share his feelings. So maybe we will discuss a little bit around that. So, but normally we should ask other guys also their feelings, right? Or if they can provide, I don't know, some I don't know advice or some assurance cases that can I don't know help you get more power. Yes, Mr. Sangare, how do you feel about it? Yes, wonderful. Oh, scared also. Okay, okay, okay. All right, Mr. Sangare. It's great to hear your sharing. You can please mute yourself. Okay, thank you so much. All right, so you are also, I mean, you were very sad about, I don't know, the fuel crisis. The fuel was even, it was not just expensive, it was unavailable, right? We could not even get it at some point, and it was getting really, really complicated. And at some point, okay, we said 2026 started, maybe things are going to get a little bit better, but yes, these also events happen and that really mess all that I mean complicated everything else, right? It's break I don't know people heart and so even I don't even man like you also are saying that they ask it make them scared, right? So that's really not good. But anyway, thank you so much for sharing. Maybe we'll come back to it again. Ibrahim Kone, how about you? What's how do you feel about the recent situation in Mali? One should not be scared. Yes, normally, but it happens sometimes. Hi, expensive. Oh, yes. Okay, Mr. Kone, did you? I don't know. You didn't finish, or if you finished, that I didn't hear all of what you said. But anyway, you said that. Yes, go ahead. Continue. Yeah. Okay. Did you finish? Okay, thank you so much. So you said this is not our wishing. The situation is going to get harder. The price are going to rise, meaning the things are goods are going to get expensive. All right, all right. Thank you so much for sharing this. Bubakar, can you hear us? No, I mean Bubakar. Okay, maybe he's I don't know on the road. He cannot hear. Uh, okay, anyway, it's normal to be scared. Who said that? Mohammed Sangare. Okay, we can discuss about it, but men should not be scared too much. Okay. Anyway, I mean, this is a situation that no one should love, okay? But I mean, laughing sometimes is part of my habit, and it's make the conversation easier. So that's why I'm laughing. So don't take it for bad, okay? Anyway, let's come back. So recently we talked about the current crisis or the current difficult challenges we are going through. I think it's really fair to acknowledge that things are not getting easier. Okay, they are not getting easier, and I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm very sorry to disappoint you, but they are not going to get easier from here. I mean, we are going to do a little bit of time in this type of situation. Yes, nothing is from now on. Nothing is sure. Okay, we can only expect the bad cases. But that's why I said how to survive when the time get hard, right? So maybe we are going to discuss about this, but currently we are in a really difficult situation, really complex. It's probably unprecedented for Malian, right? But this is not the first time in the world. Maybe it's the first time for us, but it's not the first time in the world. And I don't know. Life itself is not safe. Okay, people used to say, we used to be safe in our country or in our home or in our city. Now we are no longer safe. Okay, right, because there was before a barrier, there was something like a curtain. There was something that were protecting people from the bad things, from the reality, from the sad truth of life, or I don't know, from the sad truth of our countries. And now this barrier is removed, right? The barrier is left up. Okay, I mean there is no more blocking curtain. Curtain mean rideau en anglais. There is no more curtain between us and the sad truth. Okay, so that is what is happening. That people realize, okay, now we are no longer safe. We were not safe before. We were just not aware of it. Okay, we were maybe sorry for saying that, but we were a little bit ignorant or we were not paying attention to it. But now it's evidence. I mean, we have the proof everywhere, and everyone is saying it because like you can no longer hide it. So that's the first point people need to take into consideration. The second is that life itself is not safe. Okay, people dies every day. Okay, and there is wars everywhere. Maybe it doesn't happen to you. This one, the reason why, like, the fear, the uh the depression uh was widespread. Widespread mean the reason why everyone feel feared is because, like, this was a direct example that okay, now it can happen to all of us, much like Maiga said. So that's why people are feeling very sad. Okay, otherwise, this was not the first big event that really, shock the situation, right? But coming back to the point that we were not aware of it, and now we are aware of it. So what happened if something existed before that you were not aware of it, and now, sadly, or I don't know, fortunately, now you are aware of it? What should we do? Because it's the current state of the situation. So the first thing, of course, is not to scare. Okay, not to be afraid. Okay, normally it happened. We are all human. Okay, it happened. Right? You think that okay, maybe tomorrow they will kill me. Maybe my work, my people are. I mean, my company is no longer going to open again. All the school will close, or something bad will happen too. Okay, that can happen. I'm not ruling it out. I'm not removing this from the equation. It can be part of the equation. Okay. So really need to take it into consideration. But there is no reason to be feared to the point that you can no longer be, normal, or you can no longer do your normal activity, right? If you are impacted directly, you should, I don't know, back off. I mean, take a step back and relax and try to put yourself into security first and then later find another alternative, right? If you are not directly impacted by it, just psychological impact, because most people are feeling psychological impact, right? Because everyone is sharing the bad news, so it's feel like, okay, it just happened in my house or near my house, or I don't know, to my parents. I know that it happened to some people's parents for sure, but it was not for everyone. But the fact that everyone is sharing the same fear is a little bit not okay. So first, it's real. Life is not safe. It's not just Mali. Okay, the same day that I don't know, this event happened, they also tried to kill or assassinate the president of United States, Donald Trump, right? But he managed to escape the the
like by not sharing bad news like people used to do in on social media, like to make people more scared about the situation. It's true that the situation is scary, but to not make it more scary,
Yes.
like to and to support each others. Yeah, this is my idea.
All right. All right. All right. That's great. Stop sharing bad news. Support each other. And yes, that's really great. So, anyone else? What do you think that community people can help individual to deal with the difficult time, and how one can build such community? I don't know. Maybe some smart people out there have a good idea about how to do that. But if you are afraid or if you are scared, you stop you stop thinking. I mean, your brain your mind stop working, and now it's your heart that will start pumping, right? so so you need to control yourself or your feelings, and think rather than feel, and come up with a better solution, because we are all now responsible, right? If you think about it, we are coming from where? From universities, right? Or we are already at universities, and if a country is in difficult situation, I think most of the time they hope or expect on the young people, on the youth, right? So we are no longer kids, we are all becoming old now, or I don't know, responsible. So we need to, I don't know, take action or think about helping other people advance the right action for the situation. Yes, Mr. Sangari?
Yeah. If if you have a community to share with, it's a good thing. So in this community, people can share um, good psychology. Like if you have this community can change your mind about the situation. So if you're feeling sad or you're feeling wrong about the situation in the community, um, throughout the conversation, people can share a good um, a good tips for you and a good advice for you to handle this situation. So that's my point.
Yes, Mr. Sangare, that is a very, very important point, uh, because especially for community, right? If you are individual, if you are alone and during difficult time, you happen to think that it's only you that is going through the difficult time, right? It's everyone, right? If you are in a community, you will learn that. You will know that, okay, it's not only me. For example, here everyone said that he's afraid, right? Or he was sad about it, right? So you will start to see that, okay, it's not only me, but the people also are feeling the same way. So if you are in a situation where there a problem happen and you are not the only one impacted, everyone else is impacted. That's a little bit easier, because we will, I mean, bring our forces together, our mind together, our effort together to maybe find the solution, or at least to protect ourselves against another scenario like this. So community is really important in that point of view, and also people can also help you check which case is right and which one is wrong, and why you should not be too much afraid. But to me, I think. One of the best way to help someone that is going through really really difficult situation, or maybe I don't know, heartbreaking situation, is like is to remember that you are not alone, you are not the only one, everyone else is going through this. But we also need to come together, as Miss Maiga also said, to help each other, right, to support each other, and that is very 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 important. Cisse, what do you think about it? Oh, Kone, go ahead.
I agree with you in one point.
Okay.
we must not square. Square is not the solution.
Yes.
I think that this step is necessary, and we must be strong and think this time is not forever. It means we must be positive and help our authority to do this work together. And if we see something strange, we must call our authority uh, to do to done the solution together. This is my point in this situation.
All right, all right. Thank you so much
Uh,
for sharing this. Okay, Mr. Cecil, how about you? How do you think community can help individual to support and also deal with this kind of situation?
Mm, I think I will just only repeat what Abu Bakr just said. The only thing that we can really do is to help them. But I think from the civil side, it might be on the information side. So we have really to be really careful about the information that we're spreading around. So, like example, I think we've been kind of all reading about the incident. We must really let do the farmer do their work, not only interfering about only or always taking video and taking picture. And like Abu Bakar said, if we really see something strange, or maybe if we see one of those terrorism guys, instead of maybe filming the guy or taking video or maybe recording the guy, just call the farmer themselves. So that might be really helpful than just always taking photos about them. So I think that that will be the best way. And now it's not about critiquing and criticize. So that is the right word. It's not about criticize the farmer about what they've been doing wrong, what they're doing good, but we are in a crisis time, so we have to be one to really overcome this situation. And after that, maybe after those crises, so we can came back about everyone maybe position about what they think really about the country themselves, about the maybe the solution and what's not working. But now it is not for criticism; it's about solution. So that is the best time for it, not for criticism. So that was a little thing I would like really to add about the topic.
All right. That's really great. That's really great, and I think this is very important. And I also think that, as you said, I like the quote that you bring in the beginning. You're able preventing again. So okay, now we are in a cure situation. We can no longer prevent the the disease have has already spread across the body. We need to find the cure, right? And I think for this, the first responsible party for sure, 100% sure, is I don't know, the government, the military of the country, right? But I think every individual also can play its part. I'm not saying that it's mandatory for everyone to be proactive. And I'm also not a big believer of the idea that citizens should take arm or get involved physically. But how we can get involved is most of the time morally, or I don't know, technically, right? Morally meaning that okay, being aware that okay, this is happening. Okay, it's happening. People are not just saying it. It's really happening. Okay, and it's really bad. So that's the first thing. Awareness. Second is different. I mean, like not defense, but support, right? Uh, Despite it is happening, as Mr. Kone said, it's not gonna be happening forever. At some point, it's going to finish, right? Maybe it will take long or not long, but it's going to finish someday. So think that okay, it's happening, but it's going to finish one day, and support other people, assure them, help them, and reassure them, because most people, especially I don't know, girls or women and our parents are very very afraid, especially if also you have a parent in the military, right? This make you scared to death sometimes, right? But we need to support them. We need to be supportive to them, and also to be, I don't know, to be present in the difficult moment. So that's something. Also, community activity. When I say community activity, when you say people like sharing bad news, or I don't know, making other people afraid, because this is the right time for bad guys. I mean, bad guys that are among us, people that only are fighting for the personal interest, to step inside it, to step in the game and try to fight to get their place, because things are getting, I don't know, messy now. Things are destabilized, right? So it's the right moment for the virus, for the bad guys with the bad intention to come and make the things worse, right? So we need to be aware of that, and also to, I don't know, not fight those people, but to assure people that okay, this is not true, or this is not what is really happening, or this is not what is going to happen, and this that is the scenario, right? And if you happen to be, I don't know, a leader or someone that can talk to people, right? Also sometimes take the opportunity to, I will not say to lie to them. Okay, for example, we said something bad happened at Kati. Someone say, okay, no, this is not. This is just propaganda. Okay, this one is really not propaganda. Okay, but you can like assure people that okay, maybe this is going to be the last. Maybe as Malian now, we need to take each other hand, and we need to help each other to go through this difficult time. We need to bring new ideas. We don't need to fear too much, and this is how life is, right? So sharing this news, one word only can, I don't know, help someone to regain trust or regain energy or focus, right? And we also need to work hard. I don't know, especially young people, we are all, I don't know, especially you guys here are all technical people, engineer or something technical, right? So also start to think about, I don't know, like maybe some smart genius among you can bring up like some great solution that can help the that can help strengthen the military, or help them to try the terrorists or the bad guys, or help the citizen to, I don't know, share good news, or to, I don't know, distribute resources through, I don't know, application or online application, or I don't know, some forums or some discussion, or for very very technical, maybe individual cannot just start an arm factory, I mean a weapon factory, to manufacture weapon to help the military, but some smart software engineer, or some smart guy can bring up, I don't know, some data analytics solution to help collect intelligent information to, I don't know, prevent terrorist attack, because most of those attacks when they happen they leave trace, right? It doesn't just happen from the blue, I mean from nothing, right? They plan it, they even sometimes say on their social network, right? The surrounding city or the surrounding region also know that something is going to happen. So if you maybe you can collect those information and prepare the military to take the right action. So instead of being afraid and be that think that okay, this, if they don't do the right thing, we are all going to die here, is not the solution, right? But being strong, being assured, and thinking about okay, what can we do to make this thing go away is the best alternative, or at least what can I do to help other people that are going through the difficult challenges, is the right approach to deal with it. And also not be alone, okay? Because in this situation, if you are alone, sometimes your fear level will really peak, I mean will reach the maximum. But if you are sharing with your friend, your loved one, your family, sometimes it also help you regain hope and trust. That is very important. Okay. Okay, question 3. From your perspective, what are some common emotional challenges people face during difficult time, and what are helpful way to process these emotions? So I think we've already shared about that. So don't be a fear, especially in war. Okay, this is not just economic crisis. This is a security crisis. So it's not just I'm going to lose my job, or I'm not going to be able to go to school, or I'm not going to be able to make money. It's probably if bad things happen, I may die, or someone from my family may die. So this is a very very critical situation. So we need to be strong and stay calm and I don't know, think and find the best approach to deal with it. So that is my answer to question three. I think we've already answered to question three. How can we differentiate between difficult time and crisis? So I think we don't need this question now. Lesson or insight have you gained from past difficult experiences that have prepared you for for future? Okay, I think this question is important, right? So what do you think about this? What lesson or insights have you gained from past difficult experiences that have prepared you for future challenges? Because if you ask me, the reason why these things, the current situation is really complex, is because we didn't see anything like this before. Okay, so we were not prepared for this. We were not prepared for this, and if something of this scale happened that you were not prepared, it really make you afraid. It scare you to death. Okay, because okay, something like this never happened. There is a book called Black Swan by Nassim Taleb. He has this kind of event. A black swan is an event that no one predicted, but now is happening. And when it happened, it really changed the. It will completely change how things used to work, right? So the point that we need to think in the past, what are the difficult situations that happened before that we personally went through, and what were the lessons. Are those are very important, that will help us face the current and the future challenges. So if it happened that okay, normally if you are young, we don't expect you from coming from difficult cases, difficult experiences in life. Maybe if you are young, your difficult experiences, maybe I failed my exam, or I graduated but I didn't have a job, or I don't know, my girlfriend broke up with me. That's probably the most difficult, difficult challenges that you have when you are young. Okay, but even those when they happen to you, how did you deal with them? And this one is a high level challenge. So how are you going to deal with it is very important. So being strong and being prepared for it will be very helpful. And also, I will focus too much on one point is awareness. And one way you become more aware is to think, I mean, to learn from the past. And one of the best way to learn from the past is to either, I mean, discuss with old people or read history book, okay? And most people don't do that. We need to read history book, okay? History books are full of wisdom and uh, different scenario that highlight how human nature behave, how many wars happened in the past, how those people deal with it, and currently what we have and how should we deal with it. For example, our current situation. Most people think, especially if you are young, think that this happened in 2012 or 2015 or 2020. This war has been going on even before Mali became a country. Okay, and one of the major point that most people remember is, I don't know, somewhere around 70, when Musa Traore was president, this thing was happening until those moments up to now. So it's an ongoing struggle that we have very long time ago. So if you learn about all this, you will be like, okay, this is real, and maybe we need to find a solution, or maybe we need something different. So I don't want to monopolize the discussion. Share your viewpoint about question number five. Lesson from difficult experiences in the past that you think will be helpful for the future. Hello, are we here? Yeah. So yes, Sangare, yes.
Okay, I think we have to pay attention to the problem. So, by normal people didn't pay attention to the problem in our country. So they simply attack realize the inherent. So my the the lesson I'm gonna share with you is the same. Not be alone. Be strong and prepare yourself to face the problem and be together to face the problem. We are Malian and we are unique. So that's my point.
Uh, all right, that's really important. Getting united, increasing awareness, and supporting each other is really, really great. All right, Ahamato, you wanted to share something that you learned from your past experiences. It not just this one. Maybe I don't know in your childhood or somewhere in the recent past. Something you read in a book about a catastrophic event and people have learned from it and become much stronger.
I just want to say that sometimes difficult experience are good because it make people more strong. And I'm talking about myself. I know that there are some experience that but I don't want to share them, but I know if I didn't go through them, I will not become who am I today. And I know that I need those bad experiences. But when I'm going through of them, I was like, I don't know that I can, like, I can survive them. And so I think we need the difficult experience to be like a better person. Yeah.
Yes, yes, that is very strong. I think it's really from the difficult experiences that we learn a lot, rather than from I don't know easy experiences, and that's really that's really important. And I think that this is going to make us stronger. This is my core philosophy, really, because to me, I think one of the best way to advance in life is to face difficult challenges, but it shouldn't be too difficult that I don't know it kill you or it's like make your life I don't know worthless. But like for example, mistakes or making error or like going through difficult challenges, or even I don't know, coming from unfavored. By unfavored, I mean coming from, for example, a poor background and you want to be rich. I think it's really great, and it gives you a lot of strength, a lot of energy to face the challenge at hand. And this has happened all I mean, almost everywhere in the history. It's really after the wars, the wars that people become stronger, and even we develop new technology and the economy get better. But during the war, it's nothing cool. I can assure, I will let me tell you that for sure. Okay, during the war, it's really worse. It's bad. But after it, people will learn to love each other, to learn what is really the value of being human, of what is the value to being alive, and what it means to have a family. Because when like you are to a near death experience, when you live through a near death experience, something was going to kill you or to kill someone from your family or your friend. From those experiences, you will really learn that okay, human life is really special, and we human beings are really sacred, we are really special, and we need to support each other, we need to love each other, and we need to take care of each other. So it will develop all those I don't know uh, awareness, and it also help you to push your agenda. It will help you to stop procrastinating, to take the right decisions at the right moment, and to act effectively rather than sitting and watching your life roll on without taking action. So I think it's really great. Even if you look at throughout the world, from like World War One to World War Two. After that, so the world have seen an incredible economic growth. During the war, it was not good, right? It was really bad. But after the war, people learn a lot from it, and they come back together and to build good countries and great enterprises. But during the war, it's really, really not good. But after it, the people that come out at the other end of the world will become much, much stronger and much more united. Yes. Okay. Mr. Cisse, do you want to add something on this, or should we? Maybe we should stop here. We don't need to go to check the full question.
Just like a few words, if you allow. Like you said, just we've been. I'm not saying we've been a lot of mistake, but we've been doing something. I think we're kind of and wise from my perspective. Maybe in the side of political way, uh, even like the part of dissolve the whole parties of the political thing, uh, because yes, now at the time the political people they was kind of doing well for not doing too for not being too long. Just we have not just to repeat the same mistake that we've been doing at the past. So just we have to really correct those mistakes for not making the same mistake again and again. And also about the war parts, we have to be really careful when we engage in the war. So there is so much thing that we cannot really counts because like they say when the war start but you don't know how it will finish and when it will finish, so we have to be really careful when we engage in the war. We might take maybe more than that, so I expect that will not be the case. And we hope that this thing going on uh, are gonna stop, and we're gonna have the peace country, the peace days like we used to have in the past.
Yes, that's great. That's really great, especially about we know how the world start, but we don't know. No one know for sure when it will finish or how it will finish, and it can really finish in the most unexpected way, right? So that's very important to mention. I think also when difficult time hits, when things get out of hand or out of control, right? One good general advice is as individual, you need to control your fear. You need to limit how much things you're going to be concerned yourself with because as individual, right, you don't control everything, right? You don't have the power on everything, right? Only concern yourself with things that you can control. For example, in this situation we can say, okay, you can come up with a full list of all the people that are responsible for to blame, right? But that is not going to solve the issue, right? It doesn't make any good to start thinking about, especially if you are not part of them, to start thinking about, okay, this guy is responsible for this or that. The thing is that much like think as an engineer, right? We have a car that is broken. If the police guys came, what they will ask, they will say, "We did it. We who broke the car?" Or, for example, an accident happened. The police man will say, "Okay, we who broke the car? Who is responsible for it?" Right? They would look at people and blame them. Okay, that is one way. If you are a policeman, you can do that. But as an engineer, I mean, as a good individual, when something broke, you don't come and cry over every people that did it, right? You come and identify why this happened and how can we fix it. And after that, how can we avoid it, uh, like another scenario like this from happening? So stop blaming people because in this situation, it's inevitable, right? It will happen. We will find some guys that are responsible for all the crisis, okay? And we will blame them. But the best alternative is just to think in a constructive manner. Okay, this is what happened. What can we do about it? What can I learn from it? And how can we go forward? How can we go in the future from here? Rather than looking for all the people that are responsible and trying to make the matter worse. Okay, because in terms of country, you will always have like a different ideology, different belief. Different people have different parties. They have different goals, right? Everyone is trying to defend his goal, his reason, its mission, right? But the best way is just to find the common ground, the common interest of everyone, and go with that. And also, really, really reduce your fear about things that you don't control. If something happened that you have no control over it, really don't freak about it. Don't be too much afraid of it. Let the thing take care of itself. If you can